name is Caitlin Bang. I'm 20 years old and I was born and raised in Fresno, California. I believe the biggest struggle that I had was just recently, like last year. I was going through a lot of different changes in my life. I had people who were against me for a certain reason. I've had people who had left me when I needed them, and experienced a loss of a loved one that was too young. During this time, what really kept me going was the people that I surrounded myself with. I made sure, or I understood who was really there and who wasn't there for me, and so through that I kept them closer to me. I spent a lot more time with them, and I also decided to do things that took me out of my comfort zone. For instance, I decided to get a second job as a waitress, which was definitely challenging, but a good way to broaden my work experience. And then through that, I also met people and I networked with people, and through that I've met so many new people. I've met some of my closest friends now through it, and I was also in a dance competition during this time. It was really challenging, but I realized with all of these things going on with my life, these new opportunities, and taking a leap of faith, it helped distract me from the problems and understand that you got to move forward, and also to deal with that heartache while also moving on with your life. Yes. So yeah, for sure, these distractions, they were helpful for me, to move forward and to understand other things and venture out to things that I liked. But it wasn't until I finally confronted the person who had hurt me the most, and have a conversation with them. And through that conversation, it did heal some wounds and help me understand them, and they understand me. So through that conversation with that person and finally saying, hey, like, you hurt me and I need to talk to you about it, that's where I finally had the first stepping stone into healing. When I first started modeling, I really enjoyed the whole idea of honestly looking nice and taking photos, but it wasn't until I started doing it and started seeing the input I was getting from everyone and the positivity from friends and family, and them saying that wow, like, you look so good, and like, I wish I could be like you. It wasn't until then that I realized that I wanted to model, not only to model, but to be a role model for these younger cousins and these younger generations. And also just modeling in general, though, it's an art too, and being able to showcase and express yourself. I think that's also one thing I really enjoy modeling for, is being able to express myself through my poses, through my face expressions, stuff like that. That's what really drove my passion for modeling. As a Hmong woman going into the modeling industry, it's very uplifting, and also just knowing that I've had aunts who have gone into the modeling industry and seeing them pave that path for more girls, that's also what I want to do too.